Hello everyone, Commonwealth Realm here, with an absolutely crazy Breath of the Wild sequel theory, which simply couldn't wait since it makes 100% sense. The Link we see in the sky is not the hero of the wild, not even the Link who together with Zelda and the pilots of the ancient past 10,000 years ago stopped Calamity Ganon, but the true hero, and the last one in the distant past, who together with Zelda of the distant past defeated Ganondorf and led to his ceiling. So be sure to leave a like, subscribe and press that notification bell to help the channel grow, and let's aim for 3,500 likes. In The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Creating a Champion, and Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, there are 4 specific points in time that are highlighted. These being, in the present time, the quest and Sheikah trials of the hero of the wild after his resurrection, quest to reclaim his memories, and together with the champions, weaken Calamity Ganon so that Zelda can destroy or seal the monstrosity away. And then in the continued storyline, Link will eventually have to strike down the source of malice, Ganondorf, with the fully powered Master Sword after his awakening and renew occupation of the land of Hyrule. Next, we have the events 100 years ago of Downfall, the Champion's Fall, Zelda's awakening, and Link losing his consciousness, and Zelda confronting Calamity Ganon, leading to the Sheikah's Plan B after Plan A technology backfired and resulted in the downfall of the Kingdom of Hyrule. At this point, the ancient Sheikah took over the responsibility over the up to now champion Link and set him on the hero's path. After all, the battle was no longer just against Calamity Ganon, but Ganondorf, so the hero would have to be tested through the Sheikah shrines built over 10,000 years ago to see if he is worthy of the fully powered Master Sword and the title of the true hero of Hyrule. The hero that did not live during the ancient victory, which was won 10,000 years ago thanks to the ancient Sheikah technology, the awakened Princess Zelda, and the Zora, Rito, Goron, and Gerudo who piloted the divine beasts. Since that calamity was halted there and then, there was no need to test out the hero capabilities of the champion of Hyrule, since Hyrule didn't need a hero when the champion with the awakened princess fulfilled the objective of the Sheikah's Plan A, defeat Calamity Ganon. As long as Hyrule was victorious, the Sheikah Shrine trials and confirmation of the hero status was not needed, and during this time there was absolutely no hero, and the next hero was first the one that would continue the legacy of the true hero, that at the end of an unspecified distant past which stretches across the entire known Zelda timeline from Skyward Sword to a point in time which Creating a Champion calls the Times Unknown, was tasked to defeat the King of Evil and past Gerudo King Ganondorf. As we all know, defeating Ganondorf is a near impossible task to accomplish, hence the hero candidate in each Zelda quest throughout the series are sent out on their own trials. In past Zelda games, these were dungeons, which tested the hero's skill and strength on the path to the final confrontation. A very specific example of this is the Wind Waker, where you're not allowed to pull the Master Sword until you complete the Tower of Gods, and the trials prepared in this iconic technology-based Zelda location. The same way, Link of the Wild was tested by the ancient Sheikah in Breath of the Wild's Sheikah Shrines, the Trial of the Sword, the final trial, and confrontation against Monk Master Shia, to become in their eyes the true hero of Hyrule. It is just that the hero of the wild still wasn't ready when he pulled his Master Sword to confront Ganondorf, losing Princess Zelda, who fell even further underground while Malice attacked Link. He likely only survived thanks to the true hero of the distant past. The hero who rose up was tested of his courage by the barbarian tribe of Farron in the sky, found worthy, confronted Ganondorf with the incumbent at the time Princess Zelda, and then defeated Dark Beast Ganon to restore Ganondorf, and then, to finally put an end to his reincarnations, sacrificed his life to hold the reincarnating curse of Hyrule sealed deep beneath the ground. Breath of the Wild Link's trials was just a simulation that the Sheikah had created, but which had never been tested out against Ganondorf in the present and ancient past. Hence, it was useless, even against the greatly malnourished Ganondorf, mere seconds and minutes after his awakening from a far older than 10,000-year-old seal. The hero of the Wild of Hyrule isn't a true hero yet, but with his hand merging with the true hero of the distant past, he can at least through liquid droplet memories relive the sky training that the hero which has merged or even replaced his arm went through before confronting and defeating Ganondorf in the distant past. It is likely that this hand will speak to Link and warn him of the true power of Ganondorf in his time, when the entire country, including the rivaling kingdom of Hyrule and the courageous Faron barbarians, united to defeat Ganondorf after he, the hero, had completed his trials to join hands with Princess Zelda. The path ahead into the floating Hyrule castle is long, and since the trials prepared by the Sheikah were clearly not enough against Ganondorf, you need to go through the same training I had to deal with, mastering the sky and conquering its dangers. It is just that these islands and platforms in the sky have been gone for longer than you can possibly imagine, and thus will have to reach the locations where the structures once floated above so that you can relive my path through my memories. Just like the Sheikah shrines in your time, you will have to once again prove your worth, but this time to me, the true hero of all of Hyrule, in the distant past, by following my path. That is the only way you will be able to reunite with Princess Zelda, who you lost, Link, and once again confront and this time come out victorious against Ganondorf. Through locating specific puddles and touching them with my hand, I will transform them into droplets that will go up to the sky, and with it your consciousness will be transported to my body and my times, which for you are times unknown and a distant past. Up there in the sky, you will face new challenges, with weapons and items unknown to you. And by conquering these, and then unearthing them here in the Air of the Wild, you will get closer to Princess Zelda underground, as in your current state, you're not ready to even save her. And Ganondorf and his castle are completely out of your reach. Now, to break the fourth wall a little here, I want us to think about what this game is likely about, connecting to the past of the series and all confrontations against Ganondorf. What do all of these tie to? The hero of time. Just like in the ending of the first gameplay teaser for Breath of the Wild sequel, the castle, or at least the portion that went up, is suspiciously similar to the floating malice nature of Ganon's castle in Ocarina of Time, and the shock the adult hero of time went through when he first faced it. Then in the Wind Waker, who did we have to live up to? The legacy of the hero of time. In Twilight Princess, it is even more specific, as the hero's shade is literally the lingering spirit of the hero of time, who passes his knowledge and hidden skills to the hero of Twilight. The first of these is the final action you do in the game, which might be part of Ganondorf's wound in Breath of the Wild sequel. And interestingly enough, to learn the hidden skills in Twilight Princess, we were also sent to a different dimension for the hero's shade's lesson. Thus, it is likely that a similar mind game will take place in Breath of the Wild sequel, only where Link, the hero of the Wild, will have to relive the challenges and obstacle and puzzle courses in the sky which no longer exist and have been gone for over 10,000 years. At first, it is likely that the true hero will be angry at Link for confronting Ganondorf so recklessly, but as he sees that the hero of the Wild has the same potential as he had as he clears Zone 8 trial after Zone 8 trial, the two will become the greatest of friends. That's right, the true hero, Link's new arm, will be our attached companion in the sequel and follow our path back to Princess Zelda and Ganondorf, and the ultimate confrontation in the Zelda series. One that will test everything we learned in the sky and in our battles underground. Also that Hyrule can have a future free of calamities, eternal curses of hatred, and most of all malice that has destroyed Hyrule in numerous ways. Ganondorf is malice, and the origin of this malice is the objective, but to succeed, we have to relive the previous true hero's path, or more specifically, his trials in the sky. And that is why the title of the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild cannot be revealed until Skyward Sword HD with its crucial ending is out. Well, that, and the time when the Zelda team are ready to deliver another trailer that brings this puzzle of the heroes of the distant past, aka all the Zelda games prior to Breath of the Wild, and which ended with the true hero who sealed Ganondorf deep beneath the ground in a time unknown, ending the distant past, but is now a part of Link, the hero of Hyrule, and his continued quest in the era of the Wild. The battle against Calamity Ganon 10,000 years ago was the source for the battle of Breath of the Wild. The trials and final battle of the true hero of the distant past against Ganondorf is the source and key to the battle against Ganondorf in the sequel. And that is my theory about bringing the Breath of the Wild saga full circle, and at least loosely connecting it to the Zelda timeline that preceded the saga we are currently in. But what do you think about this true hero of the distant past? His trials, battles, and superiority over the ancient battle 10,000 years ago, and even the battles we fought in Breath of the Wild? Sound off in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like. Let's aim for 3,500 as we are in the Zelda 35th anniversary. Plus subscribe and press the notification bell to not miss any of our upcoming Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 theories, ideas and speculation videos. Finally, a big thanks goes to all our great patrons on patreon.com/commonrealm, and in particular to our royal producer Charles Shash. You rock, and please enjoy one or both of these two awesome videos.